Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Gananam Tvam Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamarshavasamam Jeshtarajam Brahmana Brahmanaspata Ana Shrinvan Ottibesida Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebir Vajinivati Deenamavitrayavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswate Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Sai Ishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tannah Sarva Prachodayat. Om Sahna Vavatu Sahno Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahe. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhagavave. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Sai Ram. Good evening and welcome to day 22 of the Atma Chalisa Parayanam. Yesterday we spoke about accepting death, looking death in the eye and resolving all fears and insecurities we've had with death. Because death is certain, the only uncertainty is its timing, but to all that is created, death is certain. So once we accept death and once we deal with it, we can really start to live our life. Otherwise, the grim reaper that Denise talks about is always lurking around the corner. And that's why this fella is called Grim, because he brings grim news. And when we transform death into a celebration, because it's going home, it's merging back to your source, why should it be a reason to be grim about? It is a myth born out of ignorance, born out of wrong understanding of life, born out of our understanding that we are the body. And that is why Sanatana Dharma, our ancient rishis, our sages, they understood and experienced that the body is just a bubble and the real self is immortal. And they passed on this wisdom down the ages so that all those who are seeking like you, all those who are seeking that is there something more to life than to birth, childhood, adult, growing old, and then letting this body go. Is it all there is to life or is there something more to it? So when we are able to pro-life and face this uncertain and unknown fear that we have about death, and we are able to accept it, we are able to confront it, we are able to deal with it, then it liberates us. It lightens us up. It's like you've gone through a purifying fire. It's a purificatory ritual. It's exactly like when a body is burnt and cremated on wood, because it purifies the body. And when we examine and accept death and we move beyond it, knowing fully well that I'm not this body and there is a light that emanates from us, there is an unknown force and power that comes out of us, which is so strong that the presence of that can be felt by everybody around. And that is the force of the words that you are receiving at this time, because they come from that source which is beyond disease, birth, and death. It's more than the words, it's the energy which transforms. It's the energy through which we perceive and understand. Because our saints and sages sat in silence, knowing no formal languages, and in the silence they could perceive everything. No books are required, no need to be wise, no need to have analytical and oratory skills. This consciousness which is pervading this universe and which is within us has all the wisdom in the world, and all we need to do is to get tuned to it. And to tune it, our mind has to be absolutely silent and clean and clear. So therefore, today we are going to talk about the space that accepting death has released for us. Because what it has told us is that it can come anytime. So what are we waiting for? The only thing, the only truth that we know is this moment, the present moment. Because all of consciousness exists in the present moment. Our mind may want to categorize it into past, present, and future. But consciousness does not know any of these concepts. It only knows the present moment. Because all that is happening in this present moment. Whatever we call as future comes to us only as the present moment. So the entire universe or Jagat or the world that we have created as an illusion exists only in this present moment and will exist in the future only if we are present and we are able to perceive it. Because once our sense of perception goes, for us, the Jagat is no longer there. So therefore, what a beautiful gift accepting death has brought to us is the appreciation of this present moment, because that is all that we have. The biggest gift that has been given to us is that we are aware and we are present in this moment. So what are we doing with this present moment is what is most important. Where are we devoting this present moment? Are we fully present right now in experiencing that which we have come to experience? Or are we preoccupied and already thinking that within 30 minutes I have to be somewhere else? What is our focus? The question yesterday was, what is awareness? Awareness is nothing but focus. Where is our attention? Where are we putting our attention in the present moment? And are we fully present in the moment? Or is our mind, as usual, hijacking us and taking us into something else? We may be fully present and sitting here and listening, but we may not be fully present. Presence is not of the body. Presence is of the awareness. Presence is not of the mind, but presence is the heart. That is the presence that I'm talking to you about. And therefore, the present moment comes to all of us as a great present, as a great gift from the creator of this universe. Call him or her God or goddess. Call him or her by whatever name, because it is neither a him nor a her. It is that great presence. And as we believe in the presence of a higher force, even that presence is in this present moment. So therefore, if we can today experience the depth of this present moment, that the whole of eternity is in this present moment. It is not important how many years of life or age we live. What is important is the awareness with which we live. If we live half our life absent-mindedly, in fact, we live most of our lives absent-mindedly, or in pursuit of this world of attachments and attractions and expectations. But if we were to live just a few years of awareness on the consciousness, that would give you the experience that we have come here to see. So the present moment, one moment, is so powerful. If we can bring all our awareness in this present moment, then the liberation or the freedom can come in this one instant. And this is the power of focus that wise have used either in meditation or samadhi or tai chi or any of those traditions that various cultures have used for transforming the power of awareness into something greater. I hope that you are all experiencing power of this moment and experiencing much more beyond the words. And if I have managed to get your attention just for this one moment, and if you can just be fully aware in this one moment and know that the entire life and all the thousands and thousands of lives we've had, they all are present in this one moment. And in this one moment, we can experience all our past lifetimes. That is the power of this one moment. And if we can remain fully present, and if we can be joyous in this present moment, then no matter what has happened in the past, all your past can be liberated in this single moment. That's the power of present moment. That's the power of consciousness. Because consciousness itself is attributeless. Consciousness does not have any negativity. Consciousness does not carry anything, any worries, any fears, any insecurities. These have all been created by the mind out of ignorance. Feel the power today of this present moment. Tell yourself today that I am going to start practicing to live in the present moment, not as a daily chore or a daily set of activity, but as a celebration for a gift that has come from the Creator. Every other moment that we have got is a gift. It depends upon us how we are going to live it. We can keep thinking and we can keep worrying and we can keep creating all sorts of possible scenarios to remain completely bound and mired in this world. Or we can keep joyously sharing gratitude with one and all and sharing our love with all. It depends completely on us. It will either get us misery or will get us abundance in our lives. Choice is absolutely ours. But the power lies of making this choice is in the present moment. For this moment is all there is and shall ever exist. So that at the present moment when we have to say goodbye to this body, we should be so present and so much in celebration that it becomes a ceremony worth celebrating for all those who are around us. Because we would have lived such beautiful moments, such moments of intense presence that we will not only be absolutely free, but all those who are around us would also get liberated. That is the power that the consciousness has shared with me today to share with all of you. I hope you have received this in the cave of your heart, and I hope that you will cherish it, that you will reflect upon it, and you will tensely live this, because the power of liberation, the key is in our hands, and it does not take chanting of any mantra, any ritual, of doing any practice, but believing all that needs to be done is known to us. All the practice it takes is to be ready in this present moment. And that is all that we seek. And this practice of 40 days is bringing that intensity in us. And we are, as we move forward in our journey, I hope and pray it is getting more and more intense for you, because half of this is your intensity, is the feeling that you have about this journey. If you're still attending because there is nothing else to do and it's a good distraction, then of course you will get that kind of a benefit. But if it is building up in you, it is coming from you within, then you are fully present to what's happening. So I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to share with you that it's actually your presence which is making all these sessions happen. What I have to say, what we are going to talk about happens in an instant. And it is just an amazing experience for me as well, that from one moment to the other, and as we open our hearts and as we come together in this circle of love and light, we start experiencing these synchronicities, which start to make us believe that perhaps there is one consciousness, that perhaps there has never been any difference between any one of us. And the only thing that has kept us separated is our mind and is our opinions. So I would pray that you free your mind, let go of all that is making you still judge, throw away all the opinions that you have kept locked in your head, and just become like a child which smiles every time it sees something and it wants to play with it. Let's be like that. And the child does not know any judgment or opinion. It just flows with all that is coming with it. It's only the elders who put things in the head of the child to say, don't do this, don't do that, don't play with this, don't do this. So all the judgments are brought in a child by the adults. And that is the biggest disservice that we do. But heck, nobody ever told us about that. So let's try and get rid of all these preconceived ideas which work as negative filters in receiving the present moment, in receiving the gift that the present moment is bringing to us. And therefore, we lose the power of this moment. Don't lose it. This moment is bringing you your opportunity to either be in bliss or to be stuck in the past or the concerns about the future. Choice is yours. Choose wisely. I love you all. God bless you and have a beautiful evening. Sai Ram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.